Hello guys, and welcome to another video. And in this one, I'm going to do a bit of an update on my league start progress for the Chieftain Flamewood Totem build. And league start went quite well. It went smooth through the campaign. I leveled as expected with Holy Flame Totem. Everything went quite well. I think the Flamewood support is quite decent. The leveling process for Flamewood Totem, I got it straight away and started using it. I would have used added fire damage in that link if it wasn't for the Flamewood support, and I think Flamewood pulled its weight. It was quite good. It lacks damage a little bit early on, but the damage started to creep up as the totem life crept up, and it was quite good towards the end of the campaign. There are some monsters and some bosses where the setup of having them needing to attack the totem and then get the payoff is kind of a little bit lacking. You want them to hit it earlier, or for example, Shikari, the Scorpion boss, just kind of doesn't really hit the totem very often and sometimes just completely misses it. And so the mortar fire doesn't go off, and then of course the boss isn't ignited. And at that point in the campaign, I didn't have 100% ignite either. So the mortars sometimes don't hit the ignite. And other than the jankiness of that kind of playstyle, I think the setup is going quite smoothly. I'm currently level 79. In the background, you'll see footage of me playing a map. I think I was level 78 at the time playing this map, and I've just made the transition over to Vaal Ancestral Warchief now, so I'm currently playing on a 4-link setup, which is Ancestral Warchief linked with the Flamewood support, along with Combustion and Ignite Prolif, and so I'm fully reliant now on the Flamewood proc for damage. Whereas before this, before I switched over, I was still using Holy Flame Totem, which is less totem life, but of course it has its own damage component going on there. Ancestral Warchief does hit enemies, but the Ignite just isn't there because I'm not expecting to any kind of Ignite attack scaling at all, so there's no real damage coming in from the Ancestral Warchief hits itself. But the actual Flamewood proc damage is quite significant now, and the Ignite Prolif is fine. You can see from the footage that the mapping is quite slow. I expected it to be quite slow, but I'm quite enjoying it, actually. As soon as I grabbed the Totem Taunt node, which I did in the first lab, it was completely fine from that point onwards in the campaign. Prior to that, the whole Flamewood setup, needing mobs to attack the totem, was a little bit annoying. As I said, I still don't think I could have got much more damage out of that single link. And as soon as I got the Chieftain Taunt, the whole build kind of came together and the Flamewood support started to do some work there. And now that I've switched over to the Ancestral Warchief setup, the clear is actually pretty okay with Ignite Prolif. When I actually reach the map boss or a Essence rare or something that's a bit more tanky, I just drop the Vaal Ancestral Warchief and it does a ton of damage. I mean, the boss just literally melts. It's just like a 1-second ignite and the boss is dead. The Vaal Ancestral Warchief right now has 25,000 health, and that's because I actually dropped an Honor Home helmet, and that one has the +2 to level of socketed gems, which means that I'm getting quite a lot of extra totem life out of that, which is nice. I'll be switching over to a 5-link as and when I drop it, but for now, the mapping is pretty much as I expected it, and I'm enjoying the playstyle. I haven't ascended into Uber Lab just yet. I'll be grabbing the -20% fire res node when I can. And once I actually get that, I'll be switching over to a punishment setup on the curse, as I'm currently using flammability, obviously, for damage. And that's about it, really. That's the progress for the build so far in the league. It's going quite smooth, I would say. The only thing that's a little bit annoying is, like I said, when you don't have 100% ignite chance and those mortar fires are coming down slowly, for example, if you have an enemy which hits the totem slowly, well, sometimes you just don't get the ignite proc and it takes a little bit of time. There is that, and of course, as I mentioned last time as I was talking about this build, it's really not going to be for everyone, and this kind of playstyle is something that I kind of enjoy, but I think that most people probably won't like it. But the build is progressing along okay, and I'm quite happy with it for now. And that's going to be it for this one. How is your league launch going? Please do let me know in the comment section below. Thank you for watching, and as always, stay tuned and stay safe.